And Linda here. I am working on my artsy fartsy ticket kits for August, and I want to do a little card like this that has an image and a quote and kind of a, you know, something to do with summer fun. So it's all kind of a lot of different themes going on here, but that's okay. So this is a little bicycle, and I'm going to cut that out of I think shiny paper. And then my quote says, everything you want is on the other side of fear. And it's so true, because I'm one of those people that can be so fearful about everything. And I've really made a lot of accomplishments in the last 6 months as far as my fears and just going forward and not really thinking about it. And I thought the bicycle really represents going forward, and this is like the little angel or fairy giving me the push to go on. Whatever. Anyway, so what I want to do though is I want to make the background real artsy, and I'm going to do some different things like stencil and ink and paint and just make a pretty background, and or then cut it up for the artist trading card backgrounds, because I really like backgrounds to have a lot of different stuff in it. So I'm going to get my things to do that with. So I'm going to pick some nice pretty bright summery colors and just pour them in my pan here. These are all just different kinds of craft paints. So I think I might as well start with this one. I gotta get some water. So this one piece of paper will be cut up for, let's see, how many can get out there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can make 10 out of this one sheet of paper. I pinned on one of my boards how to do that. It's an ATC board that I started. Just need a little bit of water here. I gotta be careful here. I'm gonna have mud or brown or flesh or something that I don't want. So now what I might do is take a little alcohol. I had to go watch Kat's video again, Kat Hanstead Mixed Media Morsels, and I forgot that you do this base, and then you want a real watery paint, and you want to put the alcohol on while it's still really wet. While I was waiting for that to dry and watching the video, I inked her, and then I took a strip of words, which will come in the kit. I'll have this whole strip, and I inked them blue. The reason I had the other ones cut out is I just wanted to see how it would work. So I'm going to use this high flow paint, high flow acrylic, because I think it's already watery, and you're supposed to use a real watery paint for this. So I'm going to put some in addition, put a little bit more water in it. But see, it's really, really watery to begin with. So I think, the high flow part of it's going to make it work good. But we'll see. Okay, so you take a darker color too. So we'll mix that. I think that's pretty good. And I'm only going to do a little bit at a time, because it's got to stay wet when you flick it on there. So here's my... oh, here it is. There we go. Now it's working. going here. The pink's not showing up. I just wonder if the colors are mixing. Oh, there's some pink showing up, so that's cool. Do a little bit more up there. So I just wanted to use some of these techniques that I'm learning doing the mixed media morsels, and I'm still going to do some more things to this. I am going to do some stenciling and maybe even some stamping to this background. Here's my brushy brush. I like using this because you get all kinds of random dots. I wish some more of the pink would show up, but that's okay. And Kat went over hers, painted it again, and you know, got it wet and made some more splotches. So you can keep going with it, which is kind of fun. See, once that paint starts drying, the alcohol doesn't move it at all. Well, it's still wet. I thought I'd try to lift a little with this punchinella and a paper towel to make some more texture on it. There's some places like here I can see is really wet, and then, you know, it'll lift a little better there. That's looking better already. Okay, so now I think what I want to do, well, I'm going to dry it, and then I might put a little bit more pink on it. Let's see. How's she gonna look? Okay, so I'm going to use a little makeup sponge and do a little bit of stenciling on this piece too. Do some pink stars and some yellow stars. Let's see how they turn out. Then after I cut it out, if I don't feel like there's enough of any of this, you know, different textures in the background, I can always come back and add some more. This is a star punchinella that was gifted to me by someone, I can't remember who though. I love making backgrounds. It's just fun to see what happens when you get all through. I'm going to take a little yellow. As long as the paint underneath is dry, the colors are pretty good about not mixing. Like I said, this one will be mine, so it's not a big deal. This one is a lot shinier for some reason. Must be the paint. Maybe a few more of these pink ones. Hope this is the right size, because this is the size. I have to cut it this way. So I think I'll put a few more yellow stars here. All right. Now, what I want to do, I think that's going to be mine, is I'm going to cut this. But first I want to let it dry. Really good. Okay, I didn't have the button on. All right, so you have your 8.5 by 11 piece of paper like this, and you cut 2 strips of 2.5, and then there's a wider piece that's left, like about this big, which is 3.5. So you're going to turn those and cut that piece at 2.5. Okay, so you get 4 down the side here. Like this. They would have been like this. And then this would have been here. 1, 2, 3. All right, so you have just this little piece left over when you cut that. So I'm going to cut 3 more. 3. I don't know why I pushed the button. I thought I pushed the button, but I guess I didn't push it good enough. So this is 2.5 by 3.5. And so you have these 2 little pieces left when you're done making your 2.5 by 3.5 cards. So that's the way they're going to look. The background's going to look. These, and then this is the one that I'm going to have for me. So let's see, is that 3.5? No. So it's going to have to be this way first. So these will go in the kit. I could even piece these pieces on here that I used, but I don't know. Maybe I will. All right, so then I've inked her, and I am going to put, see the back is all messy, I am going to put a piece of cardstock on the back of that because I just think it'll look better. And then I'm going to put her on here, and I'm going to cut apart this one because I inked it. And then I'm going to go around those. And the bicycle. I think I want a little piece of something behind her, so I'm going to find some fibers or something. So I'm going to take and tape this on here. And so in the kit it'll have a piece of cardstock for the back, and then, oops, it'll have the paper that I created, and you can put them together like this. And then I'm going to put in a little piece of, this is cheesecloth that I sprayed with Grab a Guy Gold or something like that, some Lindy's spray. But it just colored it. It didn't really get too glittery because of, I don't know, it's just not too glittery. Alright, so I'm going to put that on there, and then I'm just going to trim that off, I think. Kind of want the edges kind of fray like that. Then I'm going to put her on here and the bicycle. So the image will be in there, and I think I will, well, maybe I won't antique it in case you want to do it in a different color. And then the bicycle, now this one I have tape on the back of it already. And then I'm going to take each one of the words that I've cut out. I haven't used this yet. This was a free Copic marker. It's B39, so it should be kind of black. Or maybe it's a blue. Oh, it looks like black. And I put when I typed the words up, I printed it so I could get the top and bottom line. But, you know, it said it was going to make a box around it, but it didn't. It just did the top and bottom. So I don't know what was going on. But that's okay, because I think I cut them out a little smaller than I would have. So I need a little bit of glue. I'm going to glue them because I kind of know where they're going to go. So I chose a bicycle because I wanted it to be, my first thought was to make a summer theme. And then I thought, well, I wanted it kind of vintage. And then I thought, well, I can find a quote. And then when I saw this quote, it just was like, okay, this is what I want. So what is the challenge this month? The challenge this month is to find a quote and do a card kit that has a quote and has like a summer theme to it, okay? Something you like to do in the summer. I can't say, I got my bicycle out. I haven't gotten on it yet though, so I need to do that. And you know, that's kind of a fear. I'm a little fearful of riding my bike. We have a lot of hills. And, you know, if I fall, then I'm all alone here. So I got to get over that fear. And I will let you know. Okay, so I'm going to write down here, go for it. Because I want, you know, to go for my bike. I want to go for it. So I'm just going to add go for it. Here comes Sophie. She's walking right in front of my face, so I can't write. Go for it. All right. And then, of course, I got to do one more thing to it. I forgot to ink the edges. I'm just going to take a little bit of black and go around it. So, in your kit will be the words. They won't be colored. There'll be a lady, but I won't ink her because you might want to do her in bright colors. There'll be my background cards that I made, and if you want to make background cards, you're more than welcome to do that. It's your. No. So what I would like is your card kit to have a quote in it, to have an image to go with the quote, and some other embellishments, like this one has a bike, kind of a summery thing. So if you have a summer theme, you know, image or something that you want to use, you can do that too. But for my kit, you're going to get the image, a bike, the words, and a blank card, and some cheesecloth to give it a little bit of texture. All right, so thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you over at your paper pantry. Remember, we're limited to 10, so as soon as we have 10, you will make 11, keep 1, and send 10 in. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.